So this is going to be a shorter video. We are currently working on training a new hire. I've been showing him the different things that we do, what makes us stand out above others, and how to work the systems that we use. But I tried to record as much as possible and get some sort of content out. But hopefully you enjoy watching. Okay, so I just pulled out this inducer. I'm replacing it, as well as these plastic components, because they always leak once you start messing with the inducer. We have a new gentleman with us today, so I haven't recorded an intro or much of the work, but our inducer was overamping. Replacing inducer and capacitor, as well as the plastic components, and we found that this PVC fitting was not glued in, so we'll get that glued in with the new pieces that we have here.
You guys were installing an
So I got the new capacitor in, new inducers in, new plastic components. I use silicone when I put these together because that's how it is when you get it, silicone. So, and then we have to glue this in because this should have been glued in to begin with. If you want to grab that PVC glue from the bucket. Just throw some glue on there. Try not to drip it everywhere. Yep. There we go. And then last time I was here, I put this in so that we could do a combustion test and seal it up. Yeah, we'll do that with the new one for sure. And we can compare our results to last time. If I could find the results. I must not have put them on the unit. So I thought that this was super interesting, but if you take a look at our combustion results, our original temperature was 119 on our flue, and it dropped down to 108. And I would think that the temperature would actually go up with a faster moving inducer motor, but our efficiency went up as well. So I just think it's cool seeing the different results when you do replacements on parts regarding combustion. Okay, so we finished up with that one. And now we're at our next call, which is pressure switch stuck open. I put this pressure switch in, so we'll see what happens. So far we had error 66, and the filter was filthy dirty, so I replaced that. It's an impossible filter to get to. But we're just cycling through a few times, see what happens. Pressure switches seem to be working. Venting appears to be clear, so waiting to see. So I'm not sure what actually happened that night. I'm thinking maybe it had the 66 with the H for heating, which if you're looking at it upside down looks like a 4. I think that might be where she got the 46 from for the error code, but didn't charge her as a courtesy, but I think it was just because her filter was dirty. Okay, so I got a few other calls done. Burnham Alpine, we need to order a blower motor for, and a Rheem call that the unit's got gas pressure issues, the venting wasn't done properly. So they weren't happy that it wasn't the Rheem unit, and that Rheem's not going to pay for it to be fixed, but that's what happens when you have not professionals install your water heater. So I'm headed now to a Buderus Logomax GB162 boiler. The customer had scheduled with us last week and then canceled. Now they scheduled with us again and said that they had someone out there that couldn't fix it. So we'll see what's going on with it. The new gentleman, whose name is also Peter, I left him at the shop, told him he could go home because I'm going all the way to Great Neck, which is on the opposite shore of Long Island. And then I'll head home after this one. It's 1:47 right now. Gas valve is making that buzzing. Definitely gonna need a new gas valve. But I was able to get it running. All I did was twist this down and then back up. And it kicked on. And it's heating. It's getting very hot. Interesting. 3 forced air zones. And it looks like one of a couple radiant zones. A little bit of a confusing setup here, but right now we're running. Okay, so what I did was I eliminated this controller, which was reading 82 degrees for our outside temperature. I don't know where the sensor is. It's somewhere in the house or something. I don't know, but I used it as a junction box, and I just brought over TT to the boiler. And now everything's heating. We're running okay. I'm gonna actually bring this up. We lowered the rate that it was firing at, and I'm gonna bring that back up now that we're done with testing to, let's do 65%. We should be able to bring up our temperature a little bit better. We're sending heat to our zones, and that's it. So adjusting the firing rate doesn't affect domestic hot water, so I can kind of put that to whatever I want while the space heating zones are running. And we're gonna get a gas valve for them as well, because that's it's not good to have a gas component making noise like that. So I want to make sure that that gets replaced. But yeah, should be all set here. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this video. I know I really didn't show much. It's tough to record while homeowners are watching and while you're trying to show somebody the way that we do things, but is what it is. We'll see if Peter sticks with us.
At the next light, turn left.
And then we gotta figure out what we're gonna call him, because now we have 2 Peters. Peter A and Peter B, or other Peter, like other Mike. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting, that Logomax. I had tried a few times just bypassing that outdoor controller, and it didn't work the first couple times. For some reason, the last time that I did it, it did work. Whatever, it worked, so we're gonna leave it like that. They're gonna decide whether or not they want to replace the gas valve. It's back ordered until late February, early March. And they need a full cleaning and maintenance, because it's very clear that the system hasn't been maintained properly. Yeah, so we will see what happens, but hopefully you enjoyed watching the video. Like the video if you liked it. Comment any advice or criticisms or feedback, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.